did well with men. I sound like a young boy myself, for Christ's sakes. I sound like Jonathan Taylor Thomas had a rough night out. The last guy that I dated was 10 years older than me and drove a scooter. A little. My friends were all like, well, Bax, how are you gonna get over him? And I was like, I think I'll just picture him on his scooter. Speeding out of my life at 3 miles an hour.
Oh, her She Gone tour is entertaining audiences and selling out all across the country, as we saw just there.
That's right. It's comedian Becky Robinson doing her thing. And this morning she's here with us before she hits more stops on her comedy tour. So, Becky, good to see you.
Great to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
That is hilarious, right? The scooter. Scooting out of my life at 3 miles per hour. Good stuff. Big tour selling out all over the place. What's been the biggest city so far that's been sold out?
Oh, probably, tomorrow heading to Buffalo.
There
it's
you
going to
go.
be massive.
Yeah, Buffalo, New York.
Actually, this past weekend, Boston was the biggest we've done so far. So
nice.
a couple nights ago, we did 2 sold-out shows at the Wilbur. I was crying all day. I was like, because you go from being at Charlie's Chuckle Hut.
Yeah.
You get paid in a drink ticket.
I love Charlie's Chuckle Hut.
The host has a fedora, and he's like, you can pay me to do 5 minutes, And it's just so fun now. My fans are out of their minds. It's just a sea of visors and skirts, and it's just been really fun and really special.
But you know what? I think a lot of folks can just relate to what you're saying. Is that what you're finding?
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them don't know that I'm a person in addition to the character.
Yeah.
But then they learn, Someone will always get upset, because I do half the shows myself at first, and they're like, wait,
who are you?
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
She got long hair?
Yeah.
What about the husband? What about the kids? Where's Dashel?
Because, I think because people know you from creating that character, right? The entitled housewife. It went viral for that. So when people come see the show, are they expecting that version of you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
But I've been doing stand-up for 12 years, so I'm like, I want to give you a little bit of me as well. Hope that's okay. And usually it is. And then a lot of times after the shows, they're like, we came for entitled, but we liked you more.
Yeah.
Well, how did you come
up? How did you come up with that character?
During the pandemic, I was kind of helping my sister out for a little bit. I grew up in a tough cul-de-sac outside of Portland, Oregon. My sister was working in the ER, just in the trenches.
Okay.
And so I was kind of helping her out. And then I went over to my parents who were, in the cul-de-sac, and they were just living it up.
Yeah.
My dad was golfing 3 times a day, and he's like, things are great.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I felt such a strong reaction to it. I don't know what it was. I was just like, you guys are out of your minds. And I just put a wig on and a skirt and a polo and the visor and my dad's Oakleys, and I just looked in the mirror and I just started improvising, and I kind of felt powerful. My parents were kind of growing up, they were like, it's all good, but then, they would just completely lose it and be like, Steve, Cindy, Molly, back! Like they say the dog's name before me.
Yeah.
It is smoke coming out of their ears, just anger. And the character is kind of like, if you pull back that curtain, she's always kind of just on her last leg, give me a glass of Pinot immediately.
Right, while on the golf cart.
Yeah.
And so I guess people are a little bit surprised to hear that you're not married, no kids because of the character.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of react to that when they're saying that to you? What is your response back?
I just laugh. It's always like a husband that's been dragged out to the show. It's like, let's go see this entitled. And then I'm like, here's another layer to throw at you.
Right.
But I just kind of laugh at it. I make fun of them a little bit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it'll be like a woman in too tight of a turtleneck. They'll stand up and interrupt me midway through a joke and be like, what do you mean you're not married? Because, they show up pretty turned.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
And then they expect you to play golf. Do you have a good golf game?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm not really competitive with golf. I grew up doing so many competitive sports, and my dad really wanted me to be like a pro golfer, and I was just like, I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult game, and some days you hit it great. It's like, comedy. Sometimes the jokes work, sometimes they fall completely.
What sports then? Were you
growing
playing?
up?
Yeah.
Well, I was a level 10 gymnast by the age of 9, so that kind of guided everything. I kind of sprouted into womanhood, this SpongeBob figure brick of muscle, just like, hey, what's up? You guys want to tumble? And that kind of fed into I did competitive snowboarding, like freestyle snowboarding, platform diving. So
wow.
I should have known I would date a woman at some point in my life. But my dad was like, you're going to be a golfer, and I don't know, I just felt like I just want to have fun doing this. And so that's what's fun about going to a lot of these tournaments. I get invited out to perform for the girls
That's
or
awesome.
whoever. Yeah, and the women they have so much fun out there.
Yeah.
They're dancing, they're blasting music, and it's not super competitive.
Right.
So I can keep up. I'm not great.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a golfer after all.
Yeah.
I try.
I do mini golf and top golf. That's about all I can do.
Both great.
Yeah, a little putt-putt.
Little putt-putt. I mean, top golf's great. You hit the little button, they come over with beveraginos.
Yeah, then you hit the ball into the vast abyss, and then you
Yeah,
hope
no
it
one
lands
knows where
somewhere,
it
and you're
goes.
like, where does it go? Yeah, and you see something light up, and then, I don't know, give me more drinks.
Yeah,
Okay, so next on the tour is Buffalo.
Yes.
And when's the tour over?
Never.
Awesome.
Never. If you talk to my
Just
manager,
going,
it's
just
never
going
ending.
and going.
No, I've
It
lost
doesn't-
years of my life on this thing. No, we're going to keep going until I shoot my first special. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah, hopefully
that
at the
is-
end of this year. Yeah. Very
Well,
excited.
congrats on that.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And congrats on your success. This is awesome.
Thank you.
We'll have you back to
Appreciate
talk
that.
about the special.
Sounds great.
All right, good to see you.
You
good
too.
to see you. You can follow her on Instagram, everybody. Becky Robins 4. What's the
Robinson
4? Robinson 4.
Just regular was taken by a cat woman.